All right, good morning, everyone. All right, today what we're going to do is that we are going to practice our reading. And what I'm going to do right at the beginning is that I'm going to go through some of the tips and pointers that you should take note when you are practicing your reading, especially when you are preparing for your exams. All right, without further ado, let me come to the slides that I have for today. All right, oral reading practice tips. Okay, I have a very simple way of to help you remember some of the very important pointers, okay, that you should take note of that will help you with your exam. Okay, and it starts with this thing. Let me look to see whether I can find it. Oh, I forgot to bring it. Okay, but it is this simple. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letters that you can remember, okay? And it is called Specs. Okay, Specs, spectacles. Okay, the first S stands for slow down, okay? Many of you are able to read well, but you read too fast. Okay, so slow down. The P stands for pauses. Okay, you need to make sure that you pause at the commas, at the full stops. Do not just read it as though your whole paragraph is just one long sentence. Okay, some of you will read, hello Mr. Liao, my name is so and so. Today I'm going to eat breakfast, I'm going to drink Milo, I'm going to go to the toilet, and so on and so forth. You just go on and on without stopping at your commas and your full stops. Alright, the next E stands for expressive. Means that you need to read with expression. Okay, if it's happy, you read in a happy tone. Okay, if it's someone shouting, you need to be a little bit louder. If it's whisper, you got to be a little bit softer. Okay, so you got to vary your tone. All right. C stands for confidence. Confidence is very important. Okay, when you come to the exam, you tell yourself, I can do it. Okay, I'm ready for this. Okay, you have to be confident. Okay, you cannot just I'm going to start reading. Okay, you're not confident. When you're not confident, right, you find that it will affect the way that you read. So you tell yourself, you sit down, take a deep breath. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay, and you start reading. Okay, and the last part is smile. Okay, smile. I'm not asking you to smile throughout the entire reading passage. You'll look weird. If let's say you're reading, and mom shouted angrily. You know, it's very weird when you're smiling and you smile when there are words that describe there is a happy tone, or you can smile a little bit especially when looking at the examiner or the teacher who is testing you. All right, when you smile, it also helps you to relax a little bit so that you can read more confidently. Okay, without looking through, I'm going to go to the next slide. All right, everyone turn to page 57. All right, let's do this together. Okay, before I do that, all right, S. Your turn to tell me, what does the first S stands for? Slow down. What does P stands for? Pauses. E? Stop. Chanko, what's the next C? You see? What does C stands for? Okay. And the last? Smile. Alright? Okay, Chanko, you stand up. You tell us what S.P.E.C.S stands for. Specs. S stands for? Slow down. Okay, wait, let me call. Just now, some of you just keep on waving and waving and you didn't really pay attention. What about E? S.P.E.C.S. Your commas and full stop? Pauses. Okay, E? Yes, expression, expressiveness. And C? Confidence. And S? Yes, good. Give me a big smile. Okay, no, I don't need you to laugh. Okay, sit down. Alright, page 57. Let's look at page 57. Alright. You notice what I've done? What do you think I've boxed up those words in red? What are those? Yes, those are the words that are spoken. And what do you think I highlighted those in yellow? What do you think they represent? Raise your hand, anyone? Felicia? Those words that are being said. So what do they tell me more about? Yes, good, Hongyu. It tells me about a tone. Alright, so when it's said, okay, it can be a normal voice, or sometimes you look at the words that are the words, whether they tell you that it's a loud tone or a soft tone. Alright, so for the first sentence here, Anna, wake up, Alice said. Do you think this is a loud, soft, or medium tone? Soft? Soft, and maybe, hey, there's an exclamation mark. Very good. It tells me this might be maybe between medium and loud. Alright, not too loud because this is probably someone is sleeping, right? You do not want to wake up the whole family. Hey, wake up! You know, it's not like that. Alright, it said there's some urgency. Alright? Okay, I'm going to read through once for you before later you get to try it out with your friend. Alright, I'm paying attention to my expressiveness, my pauses. Oh, sorry, the first S. S stands for slow down. Your pauses, expressiveness, and the confidence and the smiles. Alright, Anna, wake up, Alice said. You notice my pause there? Slightly, not too long. Huh? She shook her elder sister's hand. Anna turned over in her sleeping bag and asked sleepily, "What is it?" "I think I heard something," Alice whispered urgently. "There's someone outside the tent." Anna's eyes opened at once. She tried to listen, but did not hear anything. After a while, she said, "Maybe it was just Dad going to the toilet, or it could have been a park ranger checking to see if everything is okay." However, Alice was not convinced. She did not feel safe sleeping in a tent with her sister. Even though her mother and father were sleeping in a tent nearby, Alice still wished she was at home instead. Then, she heard the noise again. Alright? Okay, I'm going to give you some time. We are going to practice this in your pairs. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video and we'll continue with the second part later. Alright? See you later. Alright, we are going to continue with the second part, which is the stimulus-based conversation. Alright? Okay, just now we went through the reading S.P.E.C.S. Okay, what does the first S stands for? Slow down. Together, what is the next P? Pauses. E? Expression. C? Confidence. And the last one? Smile. Okay, I'm going to introduce to you this. With stimulus-based conversation, okay, we'll follow this C.O.P.E. Okay, C, confidence is very important when you have when you're holding a conversation. You need to be confident. Okay, you need to be sure. Yes, Kai, you have something to share with us. This is all going into the recording, whatever I'm saying here. Alright, okay. C.O.P.E. confidence is very important when you hold a conversation. You need to be confident. Alright? State your opinion or your feelings about the topic. What you need to share about the topic itself. what is your opinion about the topic that we are talking about. Okay, then link it to your personal experience. And last but not least, the most important thing is your eye contact. All right, in my years of teaching, whenever I'm testing our students on their reading or during the conversation part, many of them they missed out on the eye contact. They just look to the side, look up, look down, look at their fingers, you know. Yeah, they just do not want to look at the teacher. Okay? I know sometimes when you face your examiner is someone that you're not familiar with, just imagine this as someone that you know or someone that you're comfortable with. Okay? This teacher is not going to fault you for that. Just maintain the eye contact. Alright, I'm going to give you an example. Opinion. So look at this picture. Yes, this is a hot park. So what do you see in the picture? Yes, a lot of rubbish. Drugs? No, beer bottles. Rubbish. Okay, so now you approach this and you think about what's your opinion about this? What topic are we talking about right now? Littering, right? So what is your opinion about littering? Do you think it's a problem in Singapore? Yes? No? Okay. So why do you think this happens in Singapore? I agree with Hong Yu. Sometimes we are too lazy. In Singapore, actually, it's true, you know. Sometimes we are a little bit too lazy. We think that, hey, someone else will clean it up after us. There'll be cleaners. This is the cleaner's job. Alright? Do you find that sometimes when you walk past litter, that is the feeling that you get? This is nothing to do with me. Whereas some of us, we do practice picking up the litter that we see around us. Especially in places that we go to often. Like for example, in school, sometimes you see there's a piece of litter, you are able to pick it up. Then you pick it up. But not everyone thinks like you. Alright, how many of you actually, when you see a piece of litter, you will at least try to pick it up sometimes? How many of you? Good. Alright. Alright, hands down. So you can give your personal opinion, then share about your experience. So I can say that I'm giving my experience, so I can mention, in school, I remember there was once where I saw that the rubbish bin was overflowing, and what people did was that they just placed the rubbish beside the rubbish bin, and the area around the rubbish bin was so full, was so or rather there was so much rubbish that that it became a very messy sight. Okay, it was very unpleasant, and soon there was a little bit of smell. So what could have been done would be probably to get someone to inform someone in school to help to clear it up. Okay, or if let's say I can place the rubbish into the rubbish bin, then I think I'll at least try. Okay, then I can link it to another experience I may have. For example, this is real. Just now that one was just something I made up. When I went to Taiwan, okay, I noticed that when we went out, back then I went with my Navy friends, so we were having our training. During the evening where we get to go to the shopping malls and all this, when we came out of the campsite, we went to buy bubble tea. You know, down there is in Taiwan, yeah, it's very cheap. Yeah, very famous for their bubble tea. So we bought and we drank. After we had finished our drink, we looked around, we wanted to throw that away. But there was no rubbish bins around. It's not like Singapore, you walk every 10 meters, you'll see a rubbish bin somewhere. There was no rubbish bins around. Then after that we realized that what they practice is that whenever they go out, they'll bring along a small plastic bag. They'll put their rubbish into the plastic bag and they'll bring it home. Only when they reach home, then they will throw it into a bigger bin. And that's not the end. Every morning, they'll wait for the rubbish truck to come around. And how do they know that the rubbish truck comes around? There's actually music. And usually it's I think the Mozart music, like, you know. So there's a music, and everyone will just start to come out of their homes or their shops, and they bring their bags of rubbish to throw in the rubbish truck. You know, in Singapore, it's so different. Singapore, we have all the different cleaning companies to do it for us. But in Taiwan, they take it upon themselves. It's their responsibility to throw the rubbish. So right now, what I'm doing, let's come back to this. Alright. What I'm doing is that I'm sharing my personal experience. And what makes it interesting, what makes some of you, suddenly you stop whatever you are doing, then you start to listen to me, is that when I give you all the smaller details. I was telling you about the bubble tea, then suddenly, oh yeah, bubble tea. You realize that then some of you, oh, you have something to share already. It's all these fine details that's when we are able to hold a better conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying? So tell me more about it. If you're talking about birthday party, tell me more about it. What kind of cake do you eat? Did anything happen? Okay? Why do you decide to buy this cake? Okay? Very funny. In fact, my daughter is going to celebrate her birthday very soon. We're talking about birthday cakes. Yeah. Then because she adores her brother so much, that when we ask her, do you want a Disney princess cake? No, I don't want. I don't want a cake. Do you want a SpongeBob cake? Oh no, I don't know one. Then we ask her, what cake do you want? I want Spider-Man. Yeah. You see? When I'm giving you all the details, that's what makes the conversation interesting. Alright? Okay, let's look at another picture. Opinion. When you look at this picture, you think about falling sick. Think about your opinion about falling sick. Maybe some people, are they responsible? Maybe they are still unwell, they come to school, they sneeze in your face. How do you feel about these things? Is there a personal experience that when you felt really, really sick? For me, if I look at this, I will share about my experience when I had a very bad case of food poisoning when I was in the hospital for 1 week. Yeah, that actually happened about 2 years ago. Hey Sherman, you can ask your sister. Yeah, she will know. Yeah, back then I was teaching Sherman's sister. Yeah. Alright? Okay, so now we are going to practice C.O.P.E. What's the first C again? Confidence. O? Opinion. P? Personal experience. And the last E, eye contact. Alright? Okay, you can turn open to your... let's go over to that slide quickly. Yes, page 58. So your opinion, maybe you look at the pictures. You can use words like, personally I feel that, I think that, in my opinion. Your personal experience, you can say, oh, I remember last year. I remember there was once. Okay? I felt your feelings. I felt a bit disappointed. I felt rather happy. I felt excited. Okay, so these are various things that you can talk about when you're holding that conversation. Alright, so now what you're going to do is that get into your pairs again, and then you'll practice using these pictures, page 58. Alright, those of you who are watching this video, if you want to practice, you may look at the pictures here. You can pause it, and perhaps you can talk a little bit about these pictures. And if you have the book itself, you can look at the guiding questions. Okay, these are some questions to guide you along so that you can you have something to talk about. Alright, if you have someone that you can practice with, this will be the best. Alright, okay, that's all for today's video recording. Okay, let me switch over. Yes, everyone wants to say bye, right? Alright, that's all for today. See you.